The 144 letters in the completed diagram will spell a quotation from a book first published in 1980. Answers to clues are listed alphabetically. All but 15 of the letters can be derived from two answers. These remaining 15 can be used to spell the author's name. So everything is used twice. And because of this irritating quirk, if I get an answer, so say I get 1, I will have to type it in here, and then so that then fills the A there, and then it will fill in automatically where the other A is somewhere here. So it's going to be a bit of a fiddle to fill in, but we will get there. So no downs, no. The can is sad. Well, actually, that can's quite happy, really. Just going to turn off my side lights. There we go. And wudge my chair down a bit. Normally it has no problem with a leaky piston, but at the moment it, for some reason, was holding up well. Allow me first go all the clues. When I get stuck, I will ask for help. Words of repentance from a game guy losing heart. Words of repentance. I've just noticed these are all 7 letters. So aside from this surname, they're 7 letters each. Words of repentance from a game guy losing heart. Okay, yes, fine. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. So I've got 1. Faddy has 1. If you think you've got the answer to a clue, type G and the number of the clue in the chat. I think I've got this one. I'll allow a few seconds. Easy to game? I would have said sport, personally, but a sport guy doesn't really have the same ring to it, so I'll allow it. Go for 1 for Faddy, Meredith, and anyone who's got it. Polo is the game in question. No, don't put it there. Oh, goodness, yes, I now need to remember. So, A. Now, Savia, you are savvy, literally, in all the things of Excel. You could have probably found a better way to do this, so that if I typed it in here, it would have put it somewhere else, and then it done magic things, but no. But this just seemed the easiest way of dealing with it. So we've got apology. A is A, game is polo, and guy losing heart, take the middle letter out of guy, and you get GUI, and you get an apology. Aroma when outside rises. Aroma when outside rises. It's got to be ascends, isn't it? Because it's the clues are in alphabetical order, and just ascends feels like it would work. Now, aroma would be scent. Good evening, Digital David. Aroma is scent, and it's so a scent. There we go. That's what it is. So the aroma is a scent, and when can be as, and I always forget that. That as can be when, and that is outside the scent. And ascents are rises, sort of the noun versions. So A, S, C, E, 93, 124, 116, and 14. A little bit fiddly, but not too bad. And of course, later on, we will get things auto-populated for us. So, past me says hello. Future me says, oh, fine, go and watch past me. Present me will just sit here and wait. Okay, no, I'm going to do clue 3 instead. Clumsy work with gift wrapping. Clumsy work with gift wrapping. Okay, probably still starts with an A as we're near the beginning of the alphabet, but it might be B or something. With gift wrapping. So gift. Clumsy. I should know words for clumsy. Yeah. I hate gift wrapping. It's just a faff, especially if it's an awkward shape of thing, and you know, just get in the bin. Literally, just get in the bin, and then I'll give you the bin. Clumsy work with gift wrapping. I'm not spotting it. Work can be an anagram indicator, but I don't like it being an anagram indicator. Clumsy, an anagram of muscly. Waterfall's got it, but I'm going to ignore them. So, composer hardly has to pay, as some would say. Composer hardly has to pay. as some would say. I've got an idea of what it might be, but I'm not. It feels like the definition isn't quite right there. Barcode. If bark, ode, the word hardly isn't in there. As some would say, it sounds like bark ode, but the word hardly then isn't in there. And yes, I did exactly that catnip earlier this year. For Christmas last year. Oh God, it's last year now. Yes, for Christmas I did give a couple of things in gift bags that I had received from other people because it was easier. So it's not bark ode, but that is a free homophone for those who want to write cryptic clue about that. Composer hardly. So is it going to be like back? Bark, but without the last letter, and because we're going to have to start with A or B, or maybe C, but no, going to have to run away, even though Meredith has got it. I'm ignoring you as well. I'm ignoring all the help, as some would say. What's that doing in there? No. Drawing circle in box. Drawing circle in box. Circle is usually the letter O. Box. Carton. Carton. Put an O in it. And what do you get? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. You can tell me whilst I slowly start filling it in. 45. 69. 130. 87, 79, and 56. So put an N in carton for cartoon, which is a drawing. I was doing some copying and pasting today as part of my job, and somehow I got some bizarre emojis appearing in, and I've got no idea why, because they were perfect. It was ASCII when I... and then when I went... I just got so confused. Anyway, native giving everything up. Call it one enlightening practice. Native giving everything up. Call it one enlightening practice. So a native is an inhabitant, is a resident. Native, it's inherent. Pardon me. Giving everything up. So it's going to have all in it. Giving everything up and take. So giving everything up, call, that would just be C. And then it, citizen. So call, but take the all out of call because it's giving everything up, you get C. It is it. One is I, and an enlightening practice is Zen. Is that what you think, Meredith? I'm hoping you do. I'm sure it is. And it fits nicely in the alphabet for what we're doing. Good. 80. 1, 2, 3. Z is 22. 70. E and 86 is N. So I'm assuming that nothing is going to get spelt in this bit. I'm assuming. Or does it? No, hang on. They spell a quotation, Dan. That's how these normally work. Muppetry. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, it's got to be Berlioz then, because that's the composer, Hector Berlioz. So he barely owes. Lol. 114. So barcode is so close. So it's Berlioz. Thank you for telling me that there was a Z in that, because that gave it away with the wheel of fortuning of it. So 30. No, it's why did I put an I there? It should be an L, right? Muppetry, getting the Muppetry in early for the day, and there we go. Hi, hello. A barcode is a really good alternative answer. It's just the word hardly doesn't do anything, and then you also need a definition. Yeah. But anyways, it was a good second attempt. Tales of adventure, ultimately present challenge. Ultimately present challenge. Tales of adventure, ultimately present challenge. Okay, so we're going to have a 6-letter word for tales of adventure. That's going to end in an S. So 47 is probably an S. And then the ultimate in present, or present, is going to be the T, the last letter. And then you're going to get a challenge. Compost. Challenge. If you challenge something ST at the end. And in fact, because we know that this is a C and this is a C, we do also know that 53 is a C, so I'm going to bung that in like a good one. So challenge. Is it going to be as in a task, a chore? Is it going to be like to challenge, like to throw down the gauntlet? Tales of adventure. These were my chores. These were the way I do chores. They're a bit of an adventure at the moment. I'm going to have to come back to that one. And I know you're getting it from the ST and the C at the start. I really should... My tales of daring do. These were my feats. These were my... In spring, see Carolina School Advisory Board. In spring, see Carolina School Advisory Board. School Advisory Board, is that going to be PTA? In spring, see Carolina. Okay. In that case, so Carolina, can I get... Oh, no, hang on. It's North Carolina or South Carolina, isn't it? So it would be NC or SC. So, is it a hidden? I don't think it's a hidden, no. I want School Advisory Board to be the definition, and I want a word for spring, so a leap, a bound, or like a water source. And then we're going to put Carolina in it, but normally it would be North Carolina or South Carolina, so NC or SC. Right, going to leave that one. I know you're getting them, and I will occasionally go for hints, but I'm feeling like a stickler today. Odd dogs bearing marker. Odd dogs bearing marker. Okay. I want odd to be the definition here. Because I want chows to be the dogs. WS. But then what would the marker be? The marker be a pen, a bic, a marker. Because it's going to bury, so it's going to be put in the middle. Dogs. Curs, hang on, curs. Curs is good because if it's CU, that's at the end of the C's. It'll work in the alphabet. So if it is a U there, curious. A marker is an IOU, isn't it? Like, I've got this marker here for money owed to me. So it's an IOU. So it's curs with IOU in it. There we go. Oh no! Now, what flavours did you get, Catnip? You have to tell us this. You can't just say, oh, I bought some Pringles and not let us know. Because I might just happen to have some Pringles beside me, just for a snackette whilst I'm working. That was Texas barbecue flavour. And it was the Christmas one because they've been in my cupboard for a while. They actually survived through Christmas, astonishingly. I mean, it sounds like an insult, doesn't it? Purple Pringle Eater. Curious 16 is O. 103U. And 94S. Yeah, they are the cheap version here. Cheese and onion and sour cream are excellent choices. Happy with both of those. Oh, sorry, Arch. Yes, okay. Everybody, undo. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Final course covered in hair. Send it back. Basically, it's an acrostic. Basically, all the answers are in alphabetical order. Basically, is what we need to know. There's no real big gimmick here. but it's going to give out a quotation from a book that was first published in 1980. Final course, dessert. Covered in hair, send it back. Tressed backwards is dessert. So D. So I should have given that one to you lot, but I got the first. My stream. What you gonna do? You're gonna just not watch. That's what you're gonna do. 109 and 38. Okay, we've got some good letters going here. Okay, I second this clue. Sentiment from Turner's #1 book. Sentiment from Turner's #1 book. I mean, it's got to be the word I'm thinking, but I don't understand why. Turner's #1 book. Oh, I was thinking of Tina Turner or Ike, but I was thinking primarily Tina Turner. Nothing to do with anyone called Turner. Go for 11 in the chat. Go for it, Stephen. Go for anyone who's got it. The sound of what? The sound of what? It is emotion, but backwards it's NOITOME, #1 tome. So Turner it's an indication here to turn it backwards. So it's #1 book, NOI for #1, and then tome backwards. So I need to put that in the grid. It's getting a faff for this. It's me, moan. It's been a long day at work. Don't know whether you could tell. Foggy had been streaming with the mic facing the wrong way. Is it sounding quite funny to me? No, I mean, I always sound funny, but I'm assuming I sound okay. Noted boxer in favour of getting title back. So it's going to be starting with at least E, F, G. We're in that region now, but probably E. Boxer, it's Ali or Cassius Clay. Maybe Clay. In favour of pro. Getting... No. So there's going to be a title backwards in a word meaning in favour of, but not pro, because it isn't that. Is the boxer Ali? It isn't. I don't think it is. No, and I'm getting no's. I don't feel like it can be, because I feel like noted boxer might be the definition. I'm thinking of boxing, but of course it could just be someone who puts things in boxes. That would be quite a good cryptic definition. In favour of. Is that a yay or an I? Okay. No. Getting title back. Okay, can I have the first letter, please? What is this number 25? Number 25? Snakes Alive, or whatever. I'm assuming it's a... Ooh! We've moved on to the Fs. Ooh. Foreman. Thank you, I needed that. Now, why is it foreman? In favour of for... Getting title back. Name. Very good. F-O-R-E-M for 51. A-N 133. Well done. Cold storage bin costing nothing. Nearly nothing. Got it. Took me a while to get this one. Thank you for typing the F's in the chat, Xavier. Jin. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Xavier. What do you think it is, Catnip? Go for it, Catnip. Allow Catnip a first go, and as soon as Catnip's gone for it, give the yay or nay. I do have this. I'll give you the E and another E. It is very close to fridge. It's the other part of the thingy. It is freezer. So if something costs nothing, it is free, and then nearly nothing. 0 is another nothing. That's a lovely little observation there. But it's not quite 0, so you take off the last letter. So it's freezer, so it's the cold storage bin. I don't like putting my food in a bin. I like putting food in my mouth. Num, num. Okay, well, that's going to be... This is going to be crossword puzzle, but I'm deliberately not going to fill it in because it feels like I want to do the clues. It feels like shortcutting it. Freezer 42. And I will if I get stuck. You have to call it camera. Oh, interesting. Let's... Cargo from French rowing team. Got this one. Now what? Oh, okay, yeah, fine. Cargo from French rowing team. Happy with 14. Archer's got it, Hans has got it. I'll give it a few more seconds before I open it up. But I will give everyone the first letter, which is F. Go for 14. French can be FR. And then how many are in a rowing team if you ignore the cocks? Yes, 8. So, FR crew to you too. That looks slightly dodgy. If you say it for crew, it does almost sound like swearing. Excellent. 92. G. Now, of course, you know you have to be able to steer the boat. You must be able to steer the boat. So you should never ignore the cocks. Never ignore the cocks. Read phrase. Never ignore the cocks. There we go. Integrity of saint maintained by sweetheart. Integrity of saint maintained by sweetheart. Okay. Integrity feels like the definition here. Something I'm not familiar with. Saint, probably ST. So is it going to be like lover or something? Or bay or something? No, so this is from 2015. Was bay around? Was that really used in the... I feel like it's only been since like 2020 or so that bay was really used. But I'll probably find out it was a lot further ago. Saint is probably going to be ST, and it's going to go somewhere here. It probably has to go here. Sweetheart. So, what words for sweetheart sort of start with F, G, or H? Homie. Integrity. On. Honey! Got it. Go for the chat. Go. Honey! I'm home. Honey is the word for that I was looking for. 46. 119. 125. And 76. We will probably not have very many left by the time we get to the final few clues. They'll probably be mostly written. Bay was runner-up for Word of the Year in 2013. Oh, I've just visibly aged. That's horrendous. Okay. Riding horse most of the way. Catch wasps. Great, fun surface. I've got 16, but I don't know why. I can't work out why it is, but it must be the thing I think it is. It's not a hidden, is it? No. Go for 16. Go for 16, and you can probably then tell me why it is exactly hornets. Is it an anagram of horse with somehow N and T in it? Okay, so horse most. So take off the last letter of that. And then catch, put net in that. I don't quite like most. Oh no, it's most of the way. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. But it does, and horse is riding. Yeah, it's an awkward clue, but it does all make sense. It's not the most elegant in terms of cryptic grammar, but it works. I mean, I can't criticise. You've seen some of the clues I write. Utter rubbish. Monarch. Describing evil slaughter. Monarch describing evil slaughter. We come across one of my favourite uses of the word describing. It is the literal meaning of the word describing here. Go for 17. So if you scribe, you write. So if you describe, you write around. It literally means to write around. So describe means write around. So evil is ill. A monarch is not a queen, but a king. Put ill in king, and you get slaughter, killing. I just like the way that describing literally means write it around. 105 and 128. You can't spell manslaughter without slaughter. Absolutely. Or man's laughter, if I actually read what you said. Baby things. So far coming in after the proper time. Baby things. Baby things, oh baby things. So far coming in after the proper time. Late. So it's going to be something in late. So far. Okay, so far. Okay, got it. It is. Go for 18 if you've got it. So this, I think this is more of an American term. Late. That's 26. And if you've done something, you know, so far, it's yet. So put yet in late, and we get a layette. And I will have to look that up. It's not a word we use here. Layette. That is a baby's complete set of clothing, etc., according to Chambers. And also includes bedclothes, according to the Oxford Dictionary of English. Lafayette. Reasonable army man boards train, stopping all along the way. Reasonable, that's your definition. Go for 19. Army man goes here, boards, i.e. goes in, a train that does all the little stops. And you might only want to go 6 stops, but because you've got to visit all the other stops, it takes 4 hours. It's really annoying. It's a local train, that is. And GI is your army man. Yep, absolutely. That is not a surprise. And, whoops. No, I don't want to move it. The crossword is yet to form. Logical. So what was... I wonder what the thing was that was published in 1980. We will find out soon. Commotion in stables and fields. Commotion in stables and fields. Commotion is usually an ado or a fuss. In stables. Fields. Fields like it's the fields feels like it's the definition. But I don't know. Probably starts with L. No, I don't know. Moving on. Broadway legend drops last name. There's something fishy about her. This is probably going to be the surname of a Broadway legend, isn't it? Or maybe not, actually. Maybe it's the first name. Broadway legend drops last name. Oh, okay, no. Okay. I've got it. I have got this. My grandmother's name was Ethel. There's a reason. Those of you who've got it know why I've said that. Otherwise, if you haven't got it, you don't know why I've said that, and I look bad. Hello. Go for 21. I'm assuming it's Ethel Merman. So Broadway legend is Merman, and we drop the last, so it's Merma. And then if you name someone, you identify them, you ID them, like in a lineup. The perp was named, the perp was ID'd. So it is mermaid, and there's definitely something fishy about her. No. 143, I was looking at the wrong one. 39. So I had a couple of comments about my puzzle vent clues. Someone said, oh, leaving director to go towards Ang Lee was a bit broad, wasn't it? Well, my response to that was... Actually, I didn't respond to that, but someone else responded. Oh, actually, I saw it in a different crossword quite recently, so someone else has also done it. But also, I think this is as open. Broadway legend could be anyone, couldn't it? So I have no problems with using it. for an occasional bit of challenge. Mostly unnecessary pointers. Yes, happy with 22. Go for 2022. Are you? What are you thinking of the new Murders at Karlov Manor? Is that what it's called? I forget the name, the exact title of the set. What are you thinking of the current spoilers? I love the flavour of the set, the new Magic the Gathering set that's coming out. Really, really looking at. Good. I think it might be a bit divisive, but I really like it. It is needless, minus the last letter there. Gosh, if I'm coming up to 4 years, which will be in April, that means 15 Magic the Gathering sets have come out in this time. Oh dear. Needles. There's the S of crossword. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got here? It's not going to start with N. Probably starts with O. Live among Doctors Without Borders for a month. Oh, that's nice. That's a lovely surface for 23. Oh, yes, indeed, Xavier. I was not counting Lord of the Rings or basically anything else. Yes, absolutely, Xavier. I saw that. I was wondering if that was Fibblethlip, but it isn't, is it? I think that is. I'm looking forward to seeing him somewhere in the set because he's on Ravnica. Anyway, those of you who don't know what Magic the Gathering is or know anything about it, well, I'm just rambling on now. I will stop talking about it, except for the fact to say that I'm trying to sell some Magic cards at the moment. So if you want some, let me know. But I've only got rares left now, or a couple of complete sets. Go for 23. Live among... if you live, you be. So let's put the E in, so that's B. Doctors Without Borders. Literally take the borders out of doctors. So take the first and last letter off and you get Octor. And put the B in Octor and you get October. That's just a really nice clue. Really nice surface. I love it when a good surface comes together. Jojoba. Love playing piano, captivating sopranos. Love playing piano, captivating sopranos. I'm happy with this one. We haven't had any hiddens yet, at least none that I've spotted. Yes, Savvy. Oh, I'll send you a message later. Basically, I've just got my folder and entire sets of one entire set of the Counter-Attack block. But I do have an Emrakul. It's worth 40 quid. Oh yeah. Love playing piano, captivating sopranos. Go for 24. Playing piano, anagram of piano is going to be happening here. Sorry about the constant Magic the Gathering talk. It's because it's fun, but I just don't have the space and I need some money. So anagram of piano and soprano can be represented by letter S, I guess, in music. I assume, but it's plural, so there's two of them. So it's two S's in an anagram of piano, and it is passion. Absolutely. Savia, agreed. They're unplayed with as well. Why did I put an S there? Because I was thinking of the two S's from Sopranos. That's why. 37, 115, I, 98, O, 102, N. Well, this looks like respect. Honour, respect, shown by assortment of peers at court. So there we go. Assortment, anagram of peers, and then at court, CT for court. Why can court be CT? Is that just a legal abbreviation? I'd assume it would be from the legal abbreviation. It could be from sport, but I would imagine it's legal instead. Oh, from the street, of course, like Road Avenue. Yeah, of course. I knew that. Bars, South American nuts. Bars, South American nuts. South American is probably SA, so if I had to guess, this first letter is S, and then it's SA. It would fit alphabetically. Nuts. What nuts? What nuts can I think of? Brazil nuts, cashew nuts. Oh, now which of these is a nut? I know that some of these aren't nuts. Loco. So it's going to be bars. I used to live in Reading in St John's Street, Savia, which is sort of halfway between town and the university. And of course, Saint was written ST, and John's was John's, and then Street ST. So it was just John's. Yeah, I used to live on a St John's Street. It's very confusing. You have a nut that fits the O. Can I have the first letter, please, of the nut? Give the first letter of your nut, and anyone else who also has that nut. Okay, Catnip says A, but Keita says L. Okay. I mean, nuts. If you're nuts, you're loco, but... Second letter of the nut, please. Is it loco? Is it loco? Loose nuts? Loop? Oh dear. Next letter, please. I must know this nut. I must know this nut. Ooh. Nuts isn't an adjective, but it's not exactly not an adjective. Okay. Oh. No, it's a noun. It is a noun. Okay, go for 26. Happy with it. Thank you for that. I needed that extra O. So it is SA for South American. And then 31... 71 is going to be the L34. Saloons. Loons are the nuts. So a nut is a loon in this instance. I was entirely thinking of the food stuff. You darned cryptic thing. Yeah, almonds. Yeah, but not in this case. Crooner, so it must be Sinatra then, is in a tram between terminals. Is in a tram between terminals. Ding! It's my favourite, is a hidden. The terminals of is in a tram are I and M. And between that, you've got Sinatra. So let's add the thing. I went Bing and forgot to add it on. Bing is another crooner, of course, but not important. Sinatra goes there. Some of the family resists changing. Some of the family. Indeed, Arch, but I want to give myself a ding, so I'm giving myself a ding. Go for 28. I'm happy with 28. Some of the family resists changing. It's an anagram of resists. I'm just writing down what nuts can I think of. Anagram of resists. It is sisters. S-I-S-T-I-S. I can spell. Okay, what is going on here? Sign of sadness upsets sprite with flippers. Well, it's not this sprite, is it? Sign of sadness. Is it going to be... Okay, the sprite is going to be an elf. Fins, elf fins. A sprite with flippers is elf fins. All of that backwards is a sniffle. Oh, sniffle. So there we go, 108 for that. Trooper was a dealer, that is right. Trooper was a dealer, that is right. I mean, sold? Why is that sold? If you deal, you sell. So if you were a dealer, you sold something. I guess it works. That is IE. From Latin, id est, and right is R. And there's still loads of clues to go. Learner in feat of daring do, taking dare, but showing no guts. Learner in feat of daring do, taking dare, but showing no guts. So I know what it must be, but why? A feat of daring do. Okay. Right. Okay, I've got it. I'll give that a few seconds. It requires a little bit of thinking. Go for it, Xavier et al. A feat of daring do is usually something like a stunt, and it is a stunt in this case. And we're going to put, it's going to take, so we're going to put in the middle of it, dare, but not all of dare, because we're going to take out the guts, i.e. the middle letters of dare, so it just leaves D and E. So that is what is going on there. So it's DE in stunt. More fragrant trees we replanted. Okay, that's all right. That is an anagram of trees we, because it's replanted, so it's moved around. Go for it. Go for 32. It is sweeter. 32. There we go. Call it Eastern White Ant. Call it Eastern White Ant. Okay, if you call it something, you term it something. Eastern is E, and a white ant is another name for the termite. To count, to tally, and then completely, totally. So to count is to tally, completely is totally. I'll probably nip through these clues quite quick now. Essence of Johnson in characteristic passage. You know, I said I would whip through them quickly. I don't know this one. Characteristic is a trait. So, the essence of Johnson, the middle letters of Johnson are N and S. And then we're putting that essence in a characteristic, a trait, and we get a transit, which is a passage, like something transiting across the moon, the passage of something. So there we go. Reason, 2 islands may be discussed somewhere in Hawaii. Go for 36. Reason, 2 islands may be discussed in somewhere in Hawaii. Now, the reason is why. I've been to this place and I want to go back. So it's why Kiki. But, a key is in, like the Florida Keys. A key is also an island, isn't it? Waikiki, yeah. There we go. And I know why you said that. Arch Davidson, it's that Latin phrase, isn't it? Or something like that. We tell... disgust is the out loud indicator, so it sounds like Waikiki. Yeah, absolutely. We tell stories about male bikers' trick. Well, a biker's trick is a wheelie. So we lie about males. So that's he in we lie. Okay. And you'll have all been reading this well ahead of time because I'm doing all this at the same time. I have yet to look at it. Edges of leaf, Elnef. Eaten by female, we've just had he, we'll now have woman. Lysanthrope, a wolf man. 35. Suitor, filled with endless energy, is comparatively groggy. So the definition is woozier. A suitor, so that's a wooer. Is it zip, I guess, would be the energy, wouldn't it? He's got a lot of zip. Or zim, no, that's vim that I'm thinking of. Vim and vigour, but zip, pep, that sort of thing. Zip and vigour and, yeah, that sort of thing. But it's endless to take off the last letter, so Z-I, and there we go. Okay, we haven't got everything. I missed a few stuff. Okay, so it's by Stephen Sondheim. That's who it's by. Which of these did I not get to start off with? Words are... So I got apology to sense. I didn't get awkward, so clumsy. Work with gift wrapping. Gift wrapping. Okay, so the gift is an award, and it is wrapping work, which is WK. I don't know why work is WK, but it is an abbreviation for it. So that's fine. Berlioz, we've got cartoon citizen. We haven't got this one. Tales of adventure. Ultimately present in challenge. I mean, I know what the answer is, but I don't know why. Go for 7, and you can tell me why. Hey, Battle Playground. Hope you're doing well. It's got to be contest. But careful, tales of adventure. ultimately present challenge. But why would it be? Why would it be that? Incont is a medieval narrative tale. Flippin' heck. So for quite a nice cryptic, all of a sudden to hit that in there, felt a bit mean. Okay, but that works. Now, I don't know what this might be. Go for 8. Go on. Tell me what number 28 is. In spring, see Carolina School Advisory Board. So the advisory board is probably the council. University of North Carolina is the Carolina School. Oh, a coil. A coil is a spring, as in, natural physical metal spring. And then the Carolina School is in the middle of that. UNC, University of North Carolina. And that's your advisory board. And I think that is everything. I think we solved everything else. Meadows. We didn't get meadows. Now, why is that meadows? Commotion is a do. And the stables, the mews. Okay, mews is another term for stables, yes. And fields is meadows. So it's a do in mews. Is that everything? I think that is. I'm going to call it there. So let's just read the blurb. We'll spell a quotation from a book first published in 1980. The kind of crossword puzzle familiar to most Americans is a mechanical test of tirelessly esoteric knowledge, sending you either to Webster's, New International, or to sleep. So crosswords, they either send you to Webster's New International or to sleep. And that is a quote by Stephen Sondheim, who was renowned for, I think he set cryptics as well, but he liked a good cryptic crossword puzzle. And this is The Way We Were by Henry Hook.